kids?
Now.
Excited for Christmas?
Let's get back to the KVTA Morning Show with Spence.
God, it's a Christmas miracle.
On News Talk 1590 KVTA.
Lisa Carey's in the studio. I'm going to make you talk very quickly. Lisa, long time no see. How's everything?
Great, and so fun to be back here with you.
Good to have on board. We know you as my son skates hockey, and you skated. We always got to talk about skating
oh, my goodness.
when you're in studio.
Yes, there you go.
It's great to see you. Ice skating is officially in my marrow. At
yes,
this point.
And in the DNA.
Forever and ever. And yes, it has passed through. A special guest for today, one of my favorite events. First of all, how did you get involved with this?
Well, I just believe in what they're doing, and the amazing woman that founded this organization 17 years ago and did it out of the kindness of her heart, and still to this day takes no money for her salary, and it's her life's work, and I see the change that it creates. And so I said, I want to be a part of that.
And this event is one of my favorites, and we'll get into that in just a moment. So in studio with 18, how many years of doing this?
Going on 18. In February, it'll be 18 years.
18 years. And are you Ventura County, born and raised, from the area? Where are you?
Actually born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area, but I've been down here for about 30 years, so I feel like a native. I'll claim that.
30 years is a good amount of time. And we are looking at an event, and I've got brochures here. And this one, I looked at the cover. It's "You're invited, but please don't show up." Who came up with this idea?
Well, I'll take credit for it, but I do steal my best ideas.
But this is one to steal. You're invited, but please don't show up. Tell us directly how the organization benefits women. This is such a wonderful idea.
Thank you. Well, it's called the Greater Contribution, and we benefit women by providing them with microloans. And microloans, most people know, are small, tiny loans that enable them to start small businesses, which then give them an ongoing income, which allows them to work their way out of poverty. But we all know money isn't the answer to everything. So we also give them business skills training, mentoring, and adult education. And our microloans, by the way, are repaid at a rate of 98%. And beyond that, we give them dignity and self-worth. These are women who've been told all their lives, you're only good to be a kitchen woman. You're here to make babies. And yet, these women, amazing, amazing women, have the courage to say, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to start a business. And they do it.
So when we talk about a micro loan, these loans are literally micro. A person making a donation can change a life with how much money?
$80.
$80.
Yep.
And this is sent through the organization. And what kind of businesses do they usually find themselves in?
Well, these are the poorest of the poor, so they're doing business with just basic life necessities. So this is produce, it's used clothing, used shoes, it's cooking fuel, cooking charcoal, wood to burn for cooking, it's bananas, that kind of thing.
And when we look at it here, because we really do have it so good in the United States, even the bottom rung here, and we want to help our poor and needy too, but the worst case scenario here is far different than the worst case scenario for these women in other countries.
Absolutely right. There are no soup kitchens. There's no governmental assistance of any kind. So they really are scrambling to eat one meal a day. Their children have no shoes. The children are not able to go to school without some help outside coming in to help them.
And when we look at benefits that we have here, and we have a lot of wonderful ones, it's always, okay, we're going Friday, what are you going to wear, what am I going to wear, what are we going to do? There's a lot of work and energy that goes into that. But in this, the 18th annual Black Tie No-Show Dinner, you're sending in the contribution and helping that way.
That's right, yeah.
So we love this concept. It is absolutely awesome. What countries are helped out by this?
Uganda, exclusively Uganda.
Uganda is where you're talking
Yeah,
now.
it's one of the poorest countries in the world, and the UN does a list every year of the poorest countries, and we are blessed to have a wonderful network there, and we have a staff of Ugandan people who work there, and so we have a very stable program, and we're blessed to have, by the end of this year, we will have done 30,000 microloans helping 14,000 women. And by the way, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because for each of the women that we help, they are supporting at least 6 women in their households. And those loans get repaid and loaned out again and again and again.
So they build on the money, and then the money that goes in builds. So this is the ultimate exponential increase in donations.
Well said. Thank you for saying that.
Well, I'm still stealing the please don't show up. You can have exponential all you want.
Okay.
Somewhere, somehow, I'm taking this no-show. It is just incredible. And again, the amount of money we need to do stuff here is pretty incredible. You know, the amount of money to start a business. Yes. So if somebody can just, make it that holiday gift on your list, say, this $100 is going to go to this cause, and that's what you can feel big and understand that you really did help. Can people take a view online on seeing, where would they go to see the actual work being done and maybe testimonials and things like that?
Sure. They can go to www.greatercontribution.org. You can read stories of the women whose lives have been changed, and you can change a life at that website. You can make a donation, read lots about the work we're doing, and make a real gift. And you can do it in honor of a family member or a friend. So many of us have a lot of stuff. We don't need anything else. And we will send a holiday gift card for you if you would like to make a donation as a gift to someone this holiday season. This is a good place to do it.
It's awesome. Is Karon a typo?
No. But I just want to say one thing, because she just got back from Uganda.
I was going to ask if that was
she
a mission.
Goes and visits. It's like her family there. And it's no easy trek to go to these villages, because they choose the most remote villages where they really need the help. And you see these pictures, and the women are just so joyous when she comes. And they give her chickens, and she's gotten all these goats and produce. But what I think is amazing in the system she references that they put together is the money goes to a set-up system within the village where they have a secretary, a treasurer, and a whole business thing. So it's not like she comes in, hey, here's your money. She comes in and empowers the whole group to be responsible, to own it, to get behind it, and that's what nurtures it and builds it. It's not just one and done.
Yeah, the education and the sweat equity to make everybody feel that they're a part of something. This is absolutely fantastic. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and if somebody wanted to reach out to you, how would they do it?
Through the website. And let me add just one quick thing, if I can. Lisa mentioned my most recent trip, and the thing that touched my heart so much, a woman shouted out to me, "We love you because you love us."
How sweet.
Oh,
we are going to have all the contact information you need coming up here on News Talk 1590 KVTA. It is 822.
Now, let's get back to the KVTA Morning Show with Spence.
What kind of person would defile Christmas in this manner?
On News Talk 1590 KVTA.
And we are here at News Talk 1590 KVTA. Love this organization. Lisa Carey, thank you so much for bringing Karon Wright in. And we are doing the good work here. If you look at a corporate donation, too, people can, obviously. Average citizen, I'm just looking at the suggestions here. $80, one woman receives a microloan in literacy, business training. 243 women get microloans in literacy. And it goes all the way up. So if there is an organization out there, I'd say Soroptimus. There's so many many great organizations here that do wonderful work in the community that is directed at women. They could help out too, and it's a big planet, a big world, and there's some people out there who really, really have a difficult time, and this is direct help.
Yes, it absolutely is, and thank you so much for having me here today. And again, I reach out to the whole community. You can make a huge difference. You can turn lives around with a very small donation. $80, again, will turn a woman's life around and her entire family of 6 or more. And a corporation, you can create goodwill for your company and make a huge difference in the lives of so many who need our help.
This is awesome, and you've done this for how many years again?
Almost 18.
Okay, so we're asking you, and we're inviting everyone, but please don't show up. I'm going to be saying that for a while here. It's fantastic. It is all about the donation. The overhead, I imagine, is so low. You sound like an incredibly, as efficient as the businesses are created by these wonderful women in Uganda. It's that type of efficiency you've lent to this charity, and it shows in Uganda. How often do you go? Once a year?
Twice a year.
2 times a year.
Yes.
And so that's quite a plane ride. And you get on out there, and you are in the hinterland. So you're not dropping down into a place with a Holiday Inn.
No.
Yeah, it isn't happening that way, folks. So this is a lot of work. What was your life's work previous?
I taught in the community college system.
Oh, you did?
For 16 years.
In Ventura County?
In Orange County and Los Angeles County.
In L.A.? Okay, good work. Yeah. Community college is another great avenue to a low-cost education, which is excellent. So the work you've done in your life is fantastic. We will have this. I'll do a link on our KVTA Facebook page so people can help out with this. It is the gift. Sometimes the greatest gift in the world can just be the one that you put out like this, and think of the women in other countries and the wonderful work.
I can't believe it. I totally forgot to mention a very important fact. We have a matching gift right now that will double all gifts up to $70,000 until the end of the month. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I can't believe I forgot that. 2 amazing donors, Fred Simmons and Andra Ellingson, have put that match together, so I can't believe it. I get so excited talking about the program. Double your gift right now until the end of the month, up to $70,000. Please help us reach that goal so that we get that $70,000.
Think of how many women in Uganda who are going to be helped out by this, and the idea of this mission and this thought could spread throughout the world too.
Yes.
One country at a time.
Right.
Start with Uganda.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your work, Karon. Karon Wright.
Thank you, Spence.
On News Talk 1590 KVTA. And Lisa, as always, thank you for aiming these wonderful people towards us here at KVTA. We really appreciate it in the holiday season and Christmas time. We tell people, find 1 or 2 charities that you can get behind, and maybe this is yours. With News Talk 1590 KVTA, it is 8:30.